can't tell you the day or the month, because time doesn't matter anymore. The snow has finally melted though, so it must be early spring. I'm not certain of the year, maybe 2026, 27. Like I said, time doesn't matter. I haven't heard any birds or seen any wildlife in over a week. That's not a good sign. The last time I saw anyone was 2 years ago. They're dead now, like everyone else. I'm all that's left. I ran out of clean water yesterday, and I'm almost out of food. The coughing has been getting worse the past few days. And I can feel the burning in my guts. It won't be long now. This is so you'll know what's happened. So you'll grasp how far we've fallen. September 2001. Our world grinded to a halt as the buildings fell. And in our longing for justice, we handed our leaders the power to do what was necessary. Instead, they did as they pleased. In the name of justice, protection, safety, every safeguard was dismantled. We cheered and then looked away. The Patriot Act, spying without reason, detainment without trial, indefinite detention, torture. Black hoods, black vans, black rooms, black sites. With our eyes turned the other way, they made decisions without us. And with the government's finger on the media's trigger, those who could see what was happening were made out to be crazy. And it wasn't long before they were labeled far worse. A decade and 2 elections later is when things really escalated. Our new head of state signed legislation allowing any one of us to be secretly arrested without cause and imprisoned indefinitely. The media didn't even report it. Our Constitution was dying in silence. Our rights slowly disappeared along with the private sector. The state became our economy. Massively in debt and reaching deeper in our pockets, our leaders spent us into oblivion. Small business collapsed under the crushing weight of higher and higher taxes, and in less than a day the value of our currency fell 70%. Handouts gave way to entitlement, and entitlement gave way to the deterioration of morality. We murdered the innocent. Pre-birth, post-birth, it no longer mattered. Our godless country angered our enemies and turned on our allies. Those who rose against the beast we created were imprisoned or executed, leaving the rest of us defenseless in our delusion of security. How did we not see where it was going? Still, whispers of revolution spread like a plague, and in an effort to silence them, our leaders closed off communications. With all information on lockdown, the people spilled into the streets. Panic, chaos, martial law, anarchy had broken out nationwide when it finally happened. Their God complex reached its pinnacle. Clean slate. There aren't many records after that day, but I know the radiation and toxins covered the cities like a blanket, and they poisoned and slaughtered us from every direction. And those who weren't killed by the blast wish they were. It seems the winds have finally blown this way. I've thought of taking my own life countless times, but I've held on to hope for so long that someone else is still out there. I'm terrified I'll end up somewhere worse than this hell, and I refuse to self-destruct like the machine we created. None of this had to happen. This nightmare. If we'd held our leaders accountable, if we'd kept them all in check, they would never have had the power to kill us all.